Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Cole Open Cup round of 16. We're now down to our penultimate matches before we round out this wonderful, very exciting round of 16 weekend. We've got the American Outlaws versus It's the Street. As always, my name is Sparky, and I am joined in the commentary booth by none other than Pice. Pice, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I think this is going to be an exciting match between two high seed teams with very high ceilings. And so I'm just excited to see some crazy scores popped off by both teams.
Yeah, for sure. There is a doubleheader going on right now. We do have a match running concurrently to this one. It is, I believe, Eswatini Real versus Skillful Hits Hard, not gonna lie. But we're bringing you guys this one because this one has a lot more implications on the line. This is a loser's bracket match, so one of these two teams will be exiting this tournament in round of 16, while the other one is a winner's bracket match. So not as much on the line, but you definitely want to keep that winner's bracket run alive as long as possible. So
For sure.
bringing you guys this one.
The strangest set of misses I've ever seen from Neon Phoenix, just the entire intro.
Yeah, probably didn't have their hands on the keyboard for a moment. Love it when you hit ready and then are subsequently not ready. Always interesting to see.
God,
Yeah,
I love this song. This song is so good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic song. And while we get these warm-ups out of the way, I might as well introduce the players on the teams, American Outlaws, being staffed by Steven's Bad Time, Neon Phoenix 99, and Dr. Skillshoe. And if you were paying attention to the lobby chat, you might have noticed that they're running one player short. I think Steven's Bad Time getting time zoned out of this match, so not going to be available for this one. Meanwhile, on It's the Stream, we've got Ludboy, Bambinex, and Boy going at it here.
Yep. But I think all of these players definitely have the potential to put up very high scores on this entire map pool. But just look at the scores on this, which is, I would say, a good bit harder than what the map pool is. Dr. Skill Issue and Baminex holding 99 sixes. And very consistently so. That is very impressive.
Yeah, for sure. It might be one of those cases where they'll be the ones kind of anchoring down the team performances while their teammates try and lend their support here. Meanwhile, we have Neon Phoenix and Ludboy going at it against each other in that 98 range, so might be a bit of a primer as to how this match dynamic is going to go.
Close warm-up.
Yeah, now we're going to go into something a little bit different. I believe this was a Mania World Cup map.
I wouldn't know. I'm going to be real.
Yeah, I think this was in 2021, if I do recall correctly. A bit more of a hybrid style, if I'm remembering the details correctly, but remains to be seen.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good song regardless.
Yeah. Maybe this is not the warm-up they want. I don't know. We're seeing.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing what the players bring out here.
It's a little longer.
Yeah, a significant portion longer. Might need to remind the players during the next showcase. Yeah, your warm-ups need to be like under 4 minutes. But what's 15 seconds amongst friends?
Yeah. The last one was pretty short. And we're getting into this next map. I just have a hunch that this will be my guess. I'm gonna guess jump stream.
Yeah, that's a
Techie
pretty
sections.
it's a pretty decent guess. Everybody at around this range
Whoa.
tends to enjoy.
No, it might just be. Yep, there we go. Jump stream with techie sections. I'm a genius.
Yeah, main order of business. Seems to be what everybody likes to play around this range. It's just a matter of how
Sure.
dense do these hand streams get.
Yeah.
I guess a better question: how many jump trolls and split trolls can you dump into a map to get the star rating up?
But like the star rating's not that high.
4.5 on something that isn't on rates is kind of.
It's not low. But I don't think it's going to be super split, really. It's just my guess, because Handstream already has a pretty high star rating.
That's fair.
It's pretty dense on its own. So we'll see. We'll see. Will this be a farm map? Who knows? There we go. You were right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have doubted you.
There do be only one true way of inflating star rating on maps like this. To be fair, the coordination needed to handle a map like this is pretty high, and I think only one player in this lobby seems to have that level of coordination down. And as I say that, they are cursed, so not immune to that.
But the act, that was a pretty clean drop, all things considered. The act from Dr. Skill Issue is kind of absurd compared to the rest of the players in the lobby.
Yeah, it do be kind of high. I'd be a lot more scared if it was like a 99.7 or above.
But 99.4 is still quite good.
Yeah, for sure. Might be on the upper end of players remaining in this tournament in terms of the level of accuracy they can get on a map like this. I mean, to be fair, it is pretty straightforward. There isn't really like a lot of things that can trip you up. It's just a matter of how good you are reading your way through this.
Can I get into the second half of the map? Oh, jeez, this is long.
Yeah, still 2 minutes left to go, and it's basically more of the same. Just simple hand stream, simple jump stream. And like I was saying at the start of the map, it's like this is something that basically everybody at this level trains inadvertently, just because they tend to gravitate towards stuff like this. So seeing some proficiency on it is not the most surprising, right? It's like saying you're super good when all you play is Nicosec jump stream.
True. So true.
Yeah. So.
Nicosec jump stream, my beloved. It's like the one thing I can still play.
Yeah, it's relatable. Give me anything more dense than that and I kind of fall apart. But that's a story for another time. Still about a minute left in this warm-up. I'll be interested to see what both teams are going to pick. I think it's the Street, our #1 seed. Pretty well-rounded. Might want to take advantage of maybe the LN hybrid maps, but can basically play everything in this pool. It's just a matter of they can keep the runs together.
It'll be interesting to see whether. I'm not exactly sure. I think American Outlaws is also fairly well-rounded, and so just kind of. I mean, like they can pretty much play anything. Both of these teams, so I think it'll be a team confidence thing rather than trying to counterpick the other team.
Yeah, for sure. A bit of a ratio battle going to be going on in this match, you would imagine. Might come down to who blinks first and finds either the accuracy drops or the misses.
Yep.
Because trading them back is going to be hard to come by. And that's our second warm-up done. We're going to get into the rolls and the protects and bans.
That's a very impressive score from Dr. Skill Issue, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty good.
99.5 almost. Sheesh.
Now, if they can work on the rolls a little bit, 21. and a 99. Okay,
Okay,
I think that's a fair bit higher than 21. Pretty hard pressed to beat that. So it's the street going to be winning the role. Going to be picking first regardless of what happens from here on out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they are protecting second, I think. Yeah, and they pick first.
Yeah, those are some technical issues that I want to get sorted out before you get into matches like this. And it looks like Rice 2 is going to be the protect for American Outlaws.
That kind of makes sense. It's definitely a little bit on the higher end of this map pool. And your map? Oh, gee.
Yeah, finally, I guess Protected has been getting banned out pretty frequently this weekend. I don't blame them. The speed element and the fact that you get into some of those more speed jacky transitions can definitely take you for a bit of a ride if you're not too careful. A lot of choke bait in there. And speaking of choke bait, Rice 6 going to be protected as well. Reflective Moment going to be sticking around, but Yuki Nohana not going to survive. I don't blame the players for banning this. It's 100 seconds of pure LN, and a lot of things can go wrong.
For sure. LN2, none of them want to play LN2. LN3. Okay.
Yeah, that's also to be expected.
It looks like we're gonna have a Rice match.
Yeah, an all Rice battle, if you will.
True.
So,
which team will just pick the last LN though? I think that would be a power move.
That would be a power move, and might be a bit unexpected. Might throw the other team for a bit of a loop.
For sure. Okay, Rice 1 makes sense. Kind of. It's Rice 1. Like, what can I say? Okay. I think stuff is getting worked out real quick. But Rice 1, I think is a good pick for. It's the street. It's definitely kind of like jump stream-ish, just kind of easier Rice-ish patterns, but with a little bit of the harder sections during the key eyes. And we get the Toho song, and I swear to God, if someone talks about Reimu Armpit again, I'm going to lose it.
Seems to be a popular topic whenever this map gets brought up for some reason. I am not privy to this information, thankfully. I'm pretty sure Sky, if they are watching, is very excited that this managed to get picked. I think every match that they have ref, this has either been ignored or banned. So,
dang, that sucks.
Yeah, unfortunate for them. They are an avid Toho enjoyer. So,
yeah.
Looks like we have the players in place. It's going to be Neon Phoenix, Dr. Skillish for American Outlaws going against Bambinex, and boy, for It's the Street on Rice 1 here. This is going to be very interesting. I think this is going to be about as close to an accuracy battle as we're going to see going into the mid game of this tournament. All four of these players very capable on a map like this.
For sure. and all of the players still at a 99.6-ish at least, which is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty hot starts for everybody. Hovering in that 99.7 range, like you were saying. But right now we're seeing a top half versus bottom half battle. Neon Phoenix and Bambinex going at it against each other in that 0.6 range. Meanwhile, Dr. Skillish are trying to make some inroads on the lead that Boy has built up. 99.8 for them. And there's a 200 for Dr. Skillish. You're going to drop them back down into that 6 range amongst everybody else. So Boy carrying the load here for It's the Street at the moment, going into the second third of the map and accounting for most of the lead that they have built up.
Yeah, but Dr. Skill Issue continuing to drop down, dipping into that 99.5s. It's a little unfortunate for them.
Yeah, a couple of... Go ahead.
Yeah, they're just kind of can't really... They need to keep up with Boy to kind of keep these matches close, I think. Because I think it's, like you said, it's just going to be a pure act battle for a lot of these Rice maps, at least. Yeah,
for sure. If the misses aren't going to account for the score differences, and there goes Boy! Oh, I was just about to say if they could manage to hold on to the FCs, but that was the highest accuracy in the lobby. That they afforded a bit of a cushion for It's the Street to manage to hold on to the lead for the moment. But the fact that Dr. Skill Issue and Neon Phoenix have pretty close tabs on Bambinex can manage to take over that score lead just for the moment as Boy manages to cross back over their 400 combo cap. They still do have the highest accuracy in the lobby. This was a very clean miss for them, and as soon as they cross, you see that lead slowly starting to trend to the right.
It's so close right now. I'm not sure if they have enough time to just claw it back though.
Oh, I think they do, and I think think the accuracy discrepancy is really starting to come into play.
Goodness.
It is flickering left and right. Is there enough time? Oh, last release! Oh my goodness, 400 points!
Almost
that was a V1 double S.
Oh, excuse me?
No! That is heartbreaking for It's the Street.
That's messed up, man.
That is insane.
Almost 990Ks from Dr. Skill Issue and Bambinex. And Boy with runs. The almost
they tied.
V1 double. They tied. Wait,
Dr.
they literally
Skill Issue
tied.
And Bambinex actually tied. Oh my god, what? Literally the entire difference is between Boy and Neon Phoenix. If Neon Phoenix drops one more 200, that is an It's the Street win, come from behind victory after that miss. Oh my goodness.
That was crazy. It's gonna be that kind of match, I think. I think it's gonna be the 400 point kind of match.
I don't think my heart can take this.
Goodness.
Okay, but I mean, if you're It's the Street, you gotta shake that off. Like you had that even with the miss. You know you have the accuracy advantage. You just gotta keep it clean now. And you might be able to pull off some of these points. American Outlaws, probably counting their blessings right now, probably weren't expecting to get that point. I mean, they might have had the confidence in themselves to do it, but actually being able to pull it off by that tight of a margin is crazy.
Hybrid 3. Hi, yay!
Man, I love K-pop. I'm gonna go...
I love K-pop so much.
True. Might take a little bit of a second. Our referee is currently refereeing both matches going on right now, so probably... dealing with some logistical issues on the other end. And right on cue, coming back over here. Appreciate the patience of the players. There are definitely some players out there that as soon as they throw out their pick, they give you like a millisecond to put the map on before they're like, what are you doing?
We don't appreciate that around here. It's not acceptable. Come on. Be nice to your referees.
Yeah, the referees are indeed the lifeblood of the tournaments. And so we're going to see a substitution here. So Bambinex coming out, Blood Boy coming in, and Boy sticking around.
Yep. And then Neon Phoenix and Dr. Skillish are the only players here for American Outlaws, so they have to play all of the maps. But both Dr. Skill Issue and Neon Phoenix looked very good on that last map. God, this song is so good.
Yeah, it really does go off a bit, especially during the choruses. And we're going to see that in the charting itself. Some pretty intense streams, not as intense as some of the Rice charts, but transitioning into those from some of the LNs can definitely prove to be a spot of bother if you're not prepared for them. But players of this level probably are, so remains to be seen.
Did Ludboy drop a 200s in there?
Might have been a very early one. Might have just chopped the release or held on a little bit too long to one of them, but it's gonna climb back up immediately. Neon Phoenix trading that proverbial 200 back as well. So fighting on the top half, fighting on the bottom half is gonna be the tail of the tape here as we make our way further through this verse. Out of the first quarter into the second, it is Boy and Dr. Skillish going at it. Boy winning the battle 4 right now.
What is that act from Boy?
It is
99.93?
very high. But to be fair, to their credit, this is basically 1-2 LN, so very easy to time. But still, seeing it in match is ridiculous. Let's see how they handle the streams.
Brother.
Yeah, they are dialed in right now.
Dr. Skill Issue kind of dropping down. Oh, but a miss from Ludboy. Miss from Ludboy. I'm not sure. There's still plenty of map left. And the act from Boy really kind of holding it up right now. But there's still, again, there's I think another 2 key eyes left before the end of the map, which gives them plenty of time to build up the act and the combo again. Dr. Skill Issue kind of dropped down from that 99.8 down to a high 99.6, and Boy finally dropping out of the 99.9s into the high 99.8s.
Yeah, it's just the gradual decrease as you start to build up those 300 counts. Getting those insane ratios definitely proves to be a bit of an issue sometimes. But still, I mean, this is a very impressive run from them. Now it's to see if Ludboy can recover from their miss. The one downside to them missing is the fact that since they weren't the highest accuracy in the lobby, the shift in score is a lot more dramatic compared to if it were somebody like Boy missing like in the last map.
But they're still bringing up the act and almost tied with Neon Phoenix, but I still think the miss might be enough to kind of hold it back for It's the Street to take this point.
Yeah, they're going to need something to happen on the side of American Outlaws. Maybe a couple of 200s might start swinging this back over in their favor just off the back of Boy's incredible ratio. But I mean, this is a fine margin that you play with these closer match teams. A singular miss can prove to be all the difference. Those couple thousand points can really start to bite. And as starts to see a bit of a swing here, actually drop.
As we get into the last little tiny section of the map, I think it's American Outlaws.
Yeah, last couple of streams here. These are some of the more nervy ones. You've been playing this for a while.
We're flickering, maybe?
I don't think there's enough time.
Oh, no, but there's a couple of 200s for Ludboy.
Oh.
Yeah, 3,000 points. The V1 SS from Boy with the most stupid ratio of my life.
Yeah, 1 to 10, or what is that? 1 to 17? I can't do math. I think it's 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
But I mean, this is the story we've been seeing throughout this tournament, even where you have teams that have players that can put up scores like this. 995 is ridiculous in this context, but you gotta have that support behind you to be able to capitalize on those insane ratios. I think we saw it earlier this weekend as well. We have one particular player that can put up like 997s on demand, but some inadvertent misses. Yeah, the team. Yeah, it's a team effort. So,
but Ludboy had a great score except for that one miss, and it was a very clean miss.
Yeah, very clean, but
there's some coaching going on in the chat, avoiding nerves.
I'm pretty sure they're playing without the leaderboard.
People play with the leaderboard on?
God, yeah. Those are the chads of the tournament scene. If you play with the leaderboard, hats off to you. I cannot deal with that level of stress.
Okay, it's the street. getting their next pick. I feel like it's probably going to be the Rice 2. Or no, they picked Rice 6, right? Yeah, Rice 6. I think it might be the Rice 6.
Yeah, I feel like Rice 6 could be the order of business for them to go into. Get something a little bit more techy. Don't get into a ratio battle. Get into a technique battle. If you can handle the bursts, the ratio should come with it.
One thing that I will say is in most of the matches that I've seen, I haven't seen like barely any Rice 3 or 4. It's just, they're not popular picks among the players from what I've seen. It's a little crazy because they're good maps.
Yeah, for sure. Still taking their time to deliberate on this.
Just thinking it out. Takes them time to compose themselves too after 2 chokes from It's the Streets players.
Yeah, kind of sharing the load.
I think without those, that would be pretty solidly in It's the Streets' favor.
Yeah, absolutely. But this could very easily be 2-0 the other way.
Okay.
It's gonna be Rice 3, so blessings though.
Alright, yay! Rice 3.
Pretty good map overall. They're a bit of an accuracy check as well. Nothing too ridiculous, some bursts here and there, but relatively easy to read through. It's really the struggle point has been keeping those jacks in time. The OD9 really does punish you a little bit if you are lagging behind or rushing.
Yep. But again, all of these players having great accuracy so far. We'll see if the OD9 really affects them too much. And I'm prepared to see puff-off scores on all ends. And Bamanex back in for Ludboy.
Yeah, it looks like they have their Rice squad and LN squad sorted out here. So Bamanex in to contest on Rice 3 here. And boy, with the true facts, December was indeed a month ago.
Incredible.
Incredible. Merry Chrysler, happy Toyota-thon to everybody.
So true. And getting into this next map, we will see. Because I think if It's the Street doesn't have another drop, it's looking great for them. Whoa, boy, with the early little drop in act, but probably gonna bring it back up.
Yeah, it's climbing back up immediately. Might have just been maybe a first note jitter.
Yep, it happens.
It happens. Oh, no,
Neon Phoenix with the drop, but that's before the combo cap, so it doesn't matter quite as much. Just in this intro of the map.
Yeah, but bringing up the lowest accuracy in the lobby for the moment gonna hurt the overall score a little bit.
Bamanex holding a great 99.7, and boy, climbing back up into that range, while Neon Phoenix and Dr. Skill Issue kind of staying solidly lower.
Yeah, I think this has been the story we've seen so far between these two teams. It looks like It's the Street having the accuracy advantage, just less consistency in holding on to these FCs. But now the shoe is on the other foot. It is American Outlaws finding the first break here, and you can see how much of a difference that makes this lead. The largest that It's the Street has seen so far this match.
Yep, and in the back half of this map, Boy and Bamanex are holding very, very solid scores. And Dr. Skill Issue and Neon Phoenix lagging behind at about 0.2% behind. Both of them compared to Boy and Bamanex. So I think even if with a drop, the act difference might be enough.
Yeah, right you are. And as we make our way into the last quarter of the map, we do see Bamanex finding a bit of a rush here, dropping down to that 99.5 range, a couple of 200s, maybe struggling to keep those chords in check as they read through some of the 1/4 patterning, but not going to do too much damage here, especially with the fact of boys. Great performance here, 99.75 for them. Maybe lower accuracy with that OD9, but still a very incredible run overall. That singular miss from Neon Phoenix doing a bit of damage, but the accuracy too much to overcome as well. And it's the Street notching their first point on the board here, 2-1.
Wow.
Oh,
The
it was a 50 at the beginning.
990. The 990 from Boy. Crazy. Yeah, but Bamanex really holding a super solid score through that as well. But then again, all of the players really, really putting up great performances. Neon Phoenix with the unfortunate drop, though.
Yeah, for sure. And just to keep you guys updated, we did say at the top of the broadcast, this is a double header. We've got Eswatini Real going against Skillful Hits the Hard, not gonna lie. Currently, the score over there is 2-0 in favor of Eswatini Real. LN3 and Rice 1 being chosen on that side. And both
Rice
picks going over to the red side. And Rice 2 going to be the pick over here for their third map, or fourth map rather.
Yep, that was their protect. It makes some sense.
Yeah, see if anybody can get caught out by the streams on this map.
But it's definitely been a lot of Rice so far. All of the players seem pretty darn consistent on these Rice maps. And so we've just got to kind of see if there's any drops from either team. Because that's been the decider for these maps so far. Pretty much.
Yeah, that could literally be the scoreline. 2 drops from the side of Vista Street leading to 2 points. 1 drop from American Outlaws leading to the singular point from Vista Street. So,
it's just a consistency fight right now. It's just one person doesn't FC, and then that's it. Because all of the players so consistent. So when something does happen, it just decides the match. And getting into this next map.
Yeah, no substitutions here for either side. Bamanex going to be staying in for this.
I think you might be right with that Rice squad, LN squad thing.
Yeah, you start to wonder if American Outlaws had access to their third player. They would have been substituting in and out as well, but that is celebration for another time. Decent starts across the board, and now we have a bit of a cross-map battle going on through this introduction. Neon Phoenix going against Boy now, and Dr. Skillshare going against Bamanex. Some 200 getting traded across the board, but overall, 4 FCs on the board as we get into the first mainstream section.
Boy holding a slight advantage over Neon Phoenix, and Bamanex and Dr. Skillshare with almost exactly tied scores. Very tight. Neon Phoenix dropping a couple of 200s. Same with Dr. Skillshare in that last string. Oh, but Bamanex with a miss.
Oh, and that lead
unfortunate.
Immediately shifting over, just not able to hold on to the end of that section. And as we make our way into the back half of the map, do get a bit of a break in terms of all the streams. Break it up just a little bit here as we make our way through.
But I don't think it's the Street can claw this back without a miss or a major drop from American Outlaws.
As they were going through that first section, we started to see a string of 200s coming out from Dr. Skillshare every now and again. So it's up to them to hold on to the stamina and read their way through this last section. It's basically a reprise of the earlier stream section. If you can make it through the first one unscathed, you can make it through the second one. And as we make our way into the last section of the map, things start to get a little bit harder. The density picks up just a little bit in terms of what's being asked of you. And as we clear this map out, it is going to be American Outlaws picking up, capitalizing on that break from Bamanex to make it 3-1 now.
But I mean, like, even without the breaks, the scores are so even. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, if Bamanex didn't find that break there, you wonder if they would have nestled right into that 987, 986 range. And
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just breaks
yeah,
for the
it's just
whole.
breaks.
That's the game for this match.
Yeah,
Just
that has
gotta
been
not
the
break. I mean, it's just like just don't miss a little, but like unironically, just a little bit, don't miss a little.
yeah.
Is what's deciding these maps.
But with that being said, I mean, gotta make sure you maintain that composure. Can't allow yourself to get too frustrated with the situation. It is what it is. You gotta pick yourself up after every drop and keep going. Can't afford to tilt in a match like this, deciding for your tournament life. And it's gonna be Hybrid 1 coming out here, so Fluctuation going to be the pick. Going back down into that lower half of the map pool.
That makes some sense. The high score was so tragic. So I think
Yeah.
the hybrids are definitely a great pick for It's the Street. Because it was really, really just a miss on that. But yeah, this map is a little shorter and a little bit more LN focused, but not super more. But we'll see if that helps It's the Street or American Outlaws more. Not fully sure. And Ludboy again back in for Bamba next. So I think your theory is correct. I'm gonna declare it. Ludboy is in for LN and Hybrid, and Bambinex is in for the Rice picks. But I think we're getting into this pretty soon. So yeah.
Yeah, the Good Luck Have Fun's come out. Hopefully everybody's still having fun here. Pretty exciting matchup between two really good squads. See if It's the Street can put together a run. Because the one time they did capitalize on the miss from American Outlaws, they were able to take the point. But pretty clean, reap the rewards order of business for them.
All the players starting off strong.
Yeah, some mid-range 99s for American Outlaws, high 99.7s on the side of It's the Street.
But again, we just no drops, and these go to It's the Street. But if It's the Street gets a drop, then it always goes over to American Outlaws. Ludboy with a little bit of a 200 drop in that little section, but still holding a higher act than both Neon Phoenix and Dr. Skill Issue.
Yeah, it's basically accounting for the majority of their lead. The fact that they're both above their American Outlaw counterparts here. I mean, sure, Ludboy is going at it with Dr. Skill Issue for the moment. No drops, still 4 FCs left on the board, but the fact that Boy is able to hold on to this incredible ratio, 99.8 at the moment, 3/10 above.
Like, just the ratio from Boy is absurd. It's even if there was more 200 drops, the ratio enough is putting them far and away as top player in this match, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely overperforming at the moment. It's just whether or not their teammates can lend them the support needed to capitalize on some of these performances. And as we make our way into the last quarter of the map, more LNs start to come out. Still pretty simply structured, but still don't want to choke this late on into the map. And consistency going to be the name of the game for both of these teams as we make our way into the last 8.
Yep, Boy finally clawing back up above Dr. Skill Issue and Neon Phoenix. Sorry, Ludboy climbing up above Neon Phoenix and Dr. Skill Issue as we get into the last, and Neon Phoenix with the drop kind of seals the deal. It's the Street going to take another point from American Outlaws.
Yeah, make it 3-2 now. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what we've been saying so far this match. It's like just string together a consistent, clean performance and reap the rewards of your efforts.
Yeah. And the almost V1 assess from Boy, of course.
Yeah, the singular 200. Love to see it.
Almost tied between Dr. Skill Issue and Ludboy. Jeez.
they've just been going at it. We've had an actual tie in this match already in terms of singular player performances.
It's just very, very close. But I think it's the street. It's literally just been the drops that have given the points to American Outlaws, and so the consistency needs to stay for It's the Street. And the 2 picks they've won, they've FC. They just need to, and like even without the drops from American Outlaws on the maps that they've won, I think they would have had it, because the act has been very, very good from It's the Street. The drops just need to stay away. They need to just like call an exorcist and get the drops demon out from them.
Would you say that it's really the teams versus themselves at this moment?
Bro, yeah. Okay, and Ro16.
Oh, this is an interesting call for American Outlaws. This is actually It's the Street to protect. Maybe wanting to capitalize on that inconsistency.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they would pick a map as their protect if they weren't consistent on it. Your protect is supposed to be your point for sure.
Yeah. Big agree there.
Like, and so I feel okay. Yeah, there is the jack in the end, but
the funny triple jack.
The funny triple jack. But I believe these players can FC it. They've demonstrated that the players have demonstrated that they can do harder maps than this, and so I believe in their ability to get this one down pat, FCs all the way. We gotta have at least one map where they all FC, right?
Right? Yeah.
Right. They're all so consistent. I think there hasn't been one player that has dropped more than once.
I think the only player in this lobby that has yet to find a miss is Dr. Skill Issue. I think Neon's been the one that's been finding the drops for American Outlaws, but that was back then. This is now.
True. All the players getting into the start kind of lighter before the percussion comes in.
Yeah, it really does start to pick up once we get deeper into the map. As it is with FFR style charting, you want to make sure every noise is accounted for with the rice note. Don't have any lens to soften the blow. You gotta basically play it as it is. And right now, this is a bit of a struggle between both these teams. We do have Boy standing above everybody else with that 99.87 before things start to really.
Yeah, but Ludboy and Dr. Skill Issue staying very, very close.
Yeah, and everybody navigating that funny triple jack very well, crossing that 400 combo cap, going to the back half, so not going to be the cause of issue for anybody here as we take stock of the situation. Gotta watch these LNs. They're not trivial in any sense of the imagination, but still don't want to drop any unnecessary 200s on them as we transition into the last third. And this lead for It's the Street is very fragile. I think all eyes are on Ludboy to maintain
just the
foothold that they have. Yeah, just hold on to the FC.
Oh my god, is it gonna flicker? Are we gonna have another flickering match?
Remains to be seen. Last eighth of the map left to go. Couple more bursts to read through. Last funny triple jack. This is the 200s, and it flips over to the side of American Outlaws. If they can hold on to their accuracy here, despite Boy's best efforts, it looks like it might be enough to overcome here at the end. Another couple of 200s.
Oh my god! Come on!
It's gonna come down to the last couple of 200s. Can't afford to drop. There's no one for Ludboy here. Watch the releases. Oh my god! 600.
I can't right now, man.
What is the score from Boy? Oh, god.
Brother. Bro.
Oh, if there was ever a time. I think if Boy does not V1 double S that is an American Outlaws win. by like tens of points.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous how close these two teams are, and we are tied now, 3-3.
Hey, we got the 4-way FC. Yay!
Yay! We finally got the 4-way, and It's the Street takes it out by 500 points.
500 points.
That's the margin. Like, if both these teams FC, We have
And it's so
hundreds
close.
of points separating these two.
Pro. Okay, it's the Street taking the break point from American Outlaws, but it makes sense. It's their protect. And so it's the Street gets to pick again. Okay, Hybrid 2. Makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah, they've had the advantage on the more LN-oriented maps. It's just come down to those little breaks.
LN1. They should pick LN1.
Yeah, it might
That
come
would be-
down to that.
That'd be cool. Seeing them play hybrids for the entire match, and then the random LN1.
Well, actually,
Whoa.
no, this is their last pick whether they want it or not. So it's either they win this and take the
Oh,
break
yeah?
point and we're gone,
Or we
or
go
they
to
win this and
tiebreaker.
we go to tiebreaker.
Okay, here we go. Sheesh, man, this match is so close.
Yeah, it is teetering on a knife's edge. You can imagine if either of these teams
Yeah.
pick up another break point, there is very little coming back from that. Meanwhile, on the other match, it is currently 4-1. Not a sweep from Eswatini. Real skillful hits are not gonna lie. Actually winning on LN1, but right now they are currently in Rice 3 to try and close it out, take another break point and seal the match out. If you guys wanted that update. But meanwhile, we've got the arguably the best way to lead up to the closeout of round of 16 in American Outlaws, and it's a Street tied 3-3 going into Cyber Connect.
Yep. And so this map is very short. So again, any break is huge. Any big act drop, huge. So anything at all is going to be largely detrimental for either team. All the players with a 99.8-ish at this start. Boy, of course, with that 99.9.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where you can kind of like settle into a bit of a groove. Some of the LN releases aren't fully synced up with their next Rice notes, so it can be very easy to find extra 300s or even 200s if you're not too careful on some of these sections. But for right now, Boy and Ludboy hanging on as very nicely. Dr. Skillshow and Neon Phoenix needing to pick up the pace a little bit here to try and make some inroads in this lead that Is the Street has built up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're already halfway through the map. It's not long, and Bloodboy doing great so far. At that 99.7, outperforming what they need to, I think.
Yeah,
But as we kind of get into this next section, we'll see how it goes. Yup, okay, a little bit of 200s from Bloodboy, and Boy also dropping down to a 99.7-ish. But
Yeah,
Neon
those-
Phoenix and Dr. Skillissue also struggling, kind of really trying to grind their way up to a 99.5.
Yeah, some of those LN releases very staggered, very hard to release in time to maintain the consistent ratio. Managed to make it through relatively unscathed. Still 4 FCs left on the board, but it's been what we've been saying throughout this match. If the It's the Street can put together a clean run, they definitely have the accuracy advantage and pulls through here from what 2-1 down to 4-3 up. They are now on match point, securing themselves at the very least a tiebreaker.
Look at how close the score between Ludboy and Dr. Skillissue is.
That's
Dude.
4 300s between the two of them.
Bro, come on.
That's ridiculous.
How are these so close? These players are very evenly tied up.
Yeah.
And so, one more pick.
Oh, this is arguably the most important pick for American Outlaws. I think LN1 is off the table. It's do you want to go for the more mixed rice oriented pick in Tenchi Kurin, or do you want to gamble and go for the light quote unquote stamina pick in Perspective?
Yep. And so for American Outlaws, I feel like they want to do a consistency check on It's the Street. My personal pick would be Perspective.
Yeah, you can make arguments either way. I think Perspective might be the way to go. These shorter maps definitely play into Ista Street, mitigate some of the potential for chokes to happen. Maybe bring Bambinex back in here. I mean, regardless, I think Bambinex is going to come back in here for this next pick. I don't think there's a world in which American Outlaws willingly pick Mirror, Mirror, Mirror.
Yeah, like, no way. I feel
we
like
could be proven wrong. They could have this ace up their sleeve.
they could.
Because they both willingly banned LN, so if they feel that their LN consistency is better, they could go into it, but that's a big gamble for your tournament life.
I feel like it's probably gonna be Rice 5.
Yeah, but definitely.
It feels like the consistency check pick out of what's left.
Yeah, and timer coming out, we definitely need a pick. They're taking their time to deliberate on this. They don't want to throw away this opportunity to force tiebreaker here, and they're asking which maps are banned, just to double check.
Yep.
And it's both LN maps.
Yeah. So they kind of have to go. Like there's no way you pick LN1, right? I just don't see it.
No, I don't. I don't think that would be advisable. I think Boy is. I think the combination of Boy and Lud Boy can probably out-ratio on it, and the chances of slider breaking are way too high to want to take a risk on it.
Exactly. It's also not like the world's most difficult LN map compared to LN2 or 3, and so like it's kind of pure act LN compared to the rest of the pool. So I feel like It's the Street definitely has an advantage on that. And so again, I really think it's Rice 5, but Rice 4 is a potential.
Yeah, I think the conversation is, what do we want to go into? Do we want to go into mixed rice, or do we want to go into pure jump stream?
Yeah.
And our referee pulling for a pick. Definitely don't want to put it in their hands. Don't want to leave it up to the roll, lest it roll a 3 and we get LN1. Yeah. I mean, they do have timeouts available to them, whether they know it or not. Definitely.
Don't tell them I want the tension to build.
Oh, it's gonna be LN1!
Oh my goodness, brother.
Oh.
Brother.
Oh
why?
My goodness, this is...
Why?
I mean, hey, they gotta perform on it. It's the Street's gotta perform on it. This is a risk move by our account. They're the ones that have to play it. If they feel confident in it, if they know that Boy is gonna pull off
move.
Yeah, we're gonna need a substitution in here. I don't think Lud Boy is going to be staying in for this. Wait, this is the LN squad. Wait. Ooh,
yeah.
Well, we haven't seen an LN pick from.
We haven't seen an LN pick. We've only seen hybrids.
We've only seen hybrids, and now they're in that deliberation stage of like, Consider, like, who's more consistent on the LNs?
God.
Oh dear. Maybe.
Goodness.
I mean, they banned LN. They're probably not comfortable.
Both teams banned LN.
So, this is probably.
Bro.
Oh, it's gonna be Bambinex and Lud Boy.
Bro.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Yo.
This is interesting. This is very interesting.
This is they want to play tiebreaker moves. But we'll see.
I mean,
my goodness, they're going for it.
Whew.
Maybe
there could be some mind block in play. There could be.
They're cracked. Okay, we're getting into the map. Okay.
Meanwhile, in the other match, has concluded. Eswatini Real does pick up the win, 5-1. Knocks down. Guilford hits hard. Not gonna lie, down into the losers bracket. So
okay.
Meanwhile, we have to decide this.
Okay. Goodness. Okay.
It's 3
Starting
minutes of
off calm.
consistency, LN. This is heart and mouth moment for both of these teams. Either it's the street knocks out American Outlaws from the Cold Open Cup, or we go to tiebreaker and we go one map further.
Is this losers bracket?
This is losers bracket. This is
Bro,
an elimination match.
Aware. Sheesh.
So right now,
okay,
starts,
it's tied. It's tied right now.
It's
pretty much
too close to call. I think the 200ths or 0.2 of a percent between Neon Phoenix and the It's the Street players accounting for the majority of the lead as Banter tries to keep everything in sync. Dr. Skill Issue pulling the weight for American Outlaws at the moment.
Another 200 from Neon Phoenix a little while back there. But again, we're at the combo cap now, so a break really, really matters. Bambinex starting to drop down a little bit. Oh my god, it's tied. We're tied.
We're virtually tied. It's Ludboy versus Dr. Skill Issue, Neon Phoenix versus Bambinex at the moment. A couple of 200s coming out from Neon, going into the back half of the map. Gonna drop them down another 2/10 versus Bambinex at the moment, winning that battle out. Ludboy as well, able to keep Dr. Skill Issue at bay. It is maybe 1,000 points between these two teams at the moment. Still about a minute and a half left to go.
Neon Phoenix, a couple more 200s. Neon Phoenix, a couple more 200s. We still got another minute and a half.
This could all change in an instant. One slider break could determine.
One slider break, one okay, one anything.
Oh, this is still teetering on a knife's edge. Hundreds of a percent between Dr. Skill Issue and Ludboy at the moment, and it is still Bambinex keeping Neon Phoenix at bay for the moment. That lead is increasing between the two of them. Keep your eyes on the top half of the screen for the moment. Quarter of the map left to go.
I don't even know if there's another hard section left. Well, no, there is. There's like 200k left, but
it doesn't get harder physically, it gets harder mentally, because you know you're on an insane run. You don't know what the other team is doing at the moment.
Bambinex with a couple of 200s. Okay, getting into the section, Bambinex dropping another 200.
Coordinating some of these LNs gets a lot harder as well. Dr. Skill Issue finding another couple of 200s. Last little map left to go. About 100,000 score left between these two squads. Ludboy increasing their accuracy. Dr. Skill Issue is falling. Bambinex able to keep Neon Phoenix away, and as this map starts to come to an end, it was a massive gamble, does not pay off in the end, and It's the Street manages to pull off the comeback and make it 5-3.
The V1 SS for Ludboy. Great scores all around. That was so close.
That was
the hell.
If there was ever a time, like we were seeing breaks from all three members of It's the Street, able to put it aside in the back half of the match to pull through. The #1 seed in the tournament survives probably the biggest scare they've had all tournament to make it to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, this will be the end of the line for American Outlaws, doing their best to try and make it through, falling just short.
That was so close.
That was very close.
That was such a good match.
Yeah, for sure.
We had 200s of point differences. That was such a good match.
Yeah, I don't think you can
great match.
You can't cut it any closer. But with that being said, there is only one match left to go in round of 16. It is going to be Bread Seconds going up against Shinkansen. It's literally starting now.
Yep. I think we're staying on.
I think we're staying on. I don't know if they're setting up the lobby right now. Actually, we might take a break just to make the VOD. Cut this broadcast off.
That makes sense.
And start off fresh once we know that they're in the lobby and everything's set up. So on our behalf, we'll be seeing you guys in just a couple of minutes. Don't touch that dial.
Yep. See y'all in a bit. Bye-bye.